Once every generation or so, a technology is introduced which fundamentally changes how innovation will emerge in the years to come. Consider the incandescent light bulb, the internal combustion engine, or the integrated circuit. Each was a springboard that enhanced productivity and spurred innovative breakthroughs, and all led to the birth of industries which changed the complexion and outlook for the modern age. Fused armor is just such a disruptive technology. At Fused Armor, we've developed a patented product and process which protects steel and other ferrous metals. This is not a paint or a covering like porcelain. Rather, it's a nanotechnology that creates a molecular bond with steel, a bond that is stronger than the underlying steel itself. Independent third-party labs and Fortune 500 members like Ford and Cameron International have shown how fused armor strengthens steel, prevents corrosion, creates heat shielding, and an unparalleled electrical resistance, and the list of demonstrated capabilities continues to grow. The steel sample pictured here was clad with fused armor on the left side, then subjected to 5 years of brutal exposure to extreme heat, cold, water, and salt. The unclad portion of the steel is beyond repair, while the clad portion is as clean as the day it was first prepped. One of the key advantages to fused armor is that, unlike any currently used paints or coatings, there are no voids or spaces between fused armor and the steel it clads. Under extreme magnification, this picture shows how the black fused armor embeds itself fully within every surface of the steel, leaving no air pockets or voids of any kind. The result is the creation of a super steel with greater strength and lubricity than even stainless steel. The lack of voids in or on fused armor disallow any place for corrosion to begin on a bridge, pipeline, or ship hull. Biofouling can become a thing of the past in the maritime industry because there is no place for a barnacle or mussel to adhere. The video you're now watching demonstrates how fused armor becomes part of the steel itself. In this case, a clad steel sample is basically turned into a hard taco shell, yet the fused armor remains intact. The steel itself has become enhanced. There is nothing to flake off or peel away. In these photos, a sample pipe is being prepped for offshore oil uses. Here, a fused armor clad sample has been cut from the 21-inch pipe and placed into a vise with more than 12,000 pounds of pressure applied. The results found that the clad sample of the pipe is more than 216% stronger than the unclad sample cut from the very same pipe. With pipes and pipelines 200% stronger, pipe exteriors that prohibit corrosion, and interiors that can't be scratched by tar sands or clogged with oil residues, have experts wondering if negative environmental impacts, such as this, can now be considered a thing of the past. Automotive engineers now conclude that fused armor can not only add life to brake pads and fuel systems, but application in exhaust systems can increase fuel efficiency and even change the way that cars are designed. The World Corrosion Organization predicts that $2.2 trillion will be spent on fighting the impacts of corrosion during the coming year. Add to that the tens of billions spent on each of more than a dozen new pipelines, hundreds of billions spent on environmental protection and automotive production, and it's easy to see how the positive impacts of fused armor can be utilized in most components of our gross national product. To date, fused armor has shown positive benefits in the automotive, oil transit, and refinery industries. We've also been tested in the defense, water handling, nuclear, and maritime sectors. Future applications have further been identified in the infrastructure, rail, food handling, pharmaceutical, and aerospace market segments, collectively comprising market activity in excess of $1.5 trillion annually. Once every generation or so, a disruptive technology comes along that changes the way we see the world around us. Decades from now, what will be your answer when asked, "Where were you when fused armor was introduced?"